Good morning again, guys. Jodie Ellis from Unconventional Cross Stitch. Hope you're taking it easy on this beautiful Tuesday morning, which it is here. It is hot. Can you see? I'm sweating. I have my aircon on and I am clammy. It has been hot. So very hot. So cooking, but coffee. I don't have my awesome Unconventional Cross Stitch coffee mug anymore because I kind of took it in the pool and my son kicked it by accident and it broke. So now it's holding art supplies. So you might notice in this video that I'm having a lot of trouble actually looking in the screen. I had someone suggest that I do a different angle. So just so folks know, I don't even have a webcam. It's something that I would like to buy so I can floss tube better. I would like a webcam and something that's, you know, capable of recording to and streaming while I cross stitch, because it would be cool for people to see my process, how I do it, how it takes a long time and all that sort of thing. So for those who cross stitch and those who don't, you can try and, yeah, it's like a live vicariously through myself. So yeah, I'm looking at that, but webcams can be about $100 kind of thing, so it's not high on the list at the momento. So it's been months since I made one of these videos. Where have I been? School holidays primarily, and I decided, good timing, to do a complete store revamp in the school holidays. So I neatened everything up. I cleaned it all, so now it looks really good, and I have currently over 100 patterns to make. Yeah, and it's not like I haven't done any. Like I've been working on them every day, but also I've had some problems with my needle minder making process, so I've been working really closely with where I get my supplies from, trying to problem solve it. Whatever's going on with my resin, it's never been heard of. I've asked professional after professional after professional, have you ever seen this? They haven't, so it's a bit of a mystery. We're trying to figure it out because, you know, it's not going to work out long term, but it seems that the problem's just disappeared too, so I've got two factors to work with. So I've been tied up with that. I also got, stumpy arms. Anybody else have that problem, stumpy arms? I also got, it's a little PayPal here. So I am currently 110-200% online. I don't have any retail front, so literally everything I have is, you know, it's not beautifully displayed, it's just kept in cupboards, and then when I need it I build and I sell. So I have very low stock levels because everything is handmade. I don't have any display material. So this year I entered a competition, and I kind of got flagged by a PR company who made contact with me and invited me to the craft and quilt fairs of Australia. I'll just say Australia because they suggested a number of them to me and asked if I'd like to be part of it, and I got really excited and I was like, this is really cool, yeah, but realistically I only have 1 month to prep and I'm so little, and I just felt too overwhelmed. I didn't want to get in over my head, because if I do that then my service on my online storefront is going to suffer. So I'm looking at doing this next year. So part of that process was to get this so I can accept credit cards. So I'm going to hopefully do a market or two in the interim so that I can test run my PayPal here device, get a feel for it, you know, figure out what works, what doesn't. Going out to the Sydney one I think would be really rad, but it's a long way to go and a lot of stress, so I'm not sure whether I'll get that far. So now I can accept credit cards without needing people to log into PayPal, which is rad. Also I'm hoping this week, but possibly not till next week, because I completely forgot we had a public holiday yesterday, so I've lost 1 day there. So I'm hoping to have lay-by available soon. So that's pretty cool. I'm very excited about that. Like, having layaway would be awesome. So looking at doing that. So I know for sure 3-month or 6-month term. So I'm just refining terms and conditions and all the unfun parts of it. So yeah, I'm working on that. Working on picking a provider for my independent website. So I will be setting up something separate from Etsy as well, because I just need more flexibility and, yeah, more flexibility in what I do. So I'm looking at that as well. What else is going on? Oh, I finally got my framed death head moth in, so I am going to insert a picture of that in this video. So I finally got him back. He looks awesome. I'm sorry, I'm looking at him now. He is so cool. But I am going to see whether I can sell him, but I don't think I'll do it till after this year's markets and all that sort of shows, because, you know, I like showing what I've made, and if I sell him before I do that, then I can't really show him. So he's up on my wall at the moment. He looks awesome. He's so badass, just saying. Ooh. Yeah, so we've got that going on. What else? Working a lot on Octavius. I did a few short pieces, which I'll insert in here too for you to see. So I did a few small pieces, including I'm Fucking Fabulous. Oh, sorry, I swore. That one, and the cat is an asshole. You know what? I'm just going to accept the fact that there's going to be swearing in this. Because what I stitched is a swear word too. Yeah, that's kind of just part and parcel of unconventional cross stitch, I guess. Like, I've got swears in there as well as like the run of the mill, so I'll put in a warning beforehand that there is going to be strong language. So sorry guys, don't watch this with your kids around. Yeah, so I did those. Octavius is still a go. I'm over halfway now, and I really feel exhausted with him. It's getting to be quite a slog. So I'm all over halfway, so I'm pretty stoked. I have 18 pages left, but not all those pages are full pages, and then the last row are sort of like half pages the whole way along. So it's not as terrible as it sounds. I am behind again on Fire and Ember Sal, but that's pretty standard for me. I kind of like to fall behind and then I'll smash it. Pardon me, a couple of pages to catch up, because these Fire and Ember Sal pages are so easy that I'm just like, nailed it. So I don't really like swapping color boxes and swapping frames and stuff. It's a bit of a pain in the bum, so I sort of let it sit on the wayside, calling to me, Georgie, you need to cross stitch me, do me now, cross stitch me, do it! Until it gets too loud in my ear. So I have 2 pages that I can do at the moment, but I'm going to let it sit there for a bit longer because I want to finish a few more pages of Octavius. Other than that, because I am over halfway on Octavius, and I know that we're coming up to the end of Fire and Ember in August, I'm starting to think about which piece I'll do next. Super keen for something with lots of rainbow, but then we've also got Megan's work as well from Dead Kitty. So all those works are really calling to me, going, Geordie. Oh. Yeah, does anybody else have that voice that's like, do it, do it, do it now, just buy it, don't look at the credit card, just do it. Yeah, all the time. I went to Spotlight, worst thing I could have done. I came out with way more than what I needed. Speaking of, my enthusiasm has just shifted my phone. There we go. Yeah, so speaking of, I am looking also at stocking DMC threads, cotton, pearl, you name it, the works, frames, fabric too, so all different counts, all different kinds, linens, Aida cloth, all those sorts I can stock. So it's just about having the finances to enable that, because I am fully self-funded. I don't rely on a bank. I don't like giving banks money because then they charge me fees, and then unfortunately that becomes part and parcel of eating away at what I can reinvest and thus offer you guys. So I avoid banks at all costs. So, you know, I have to do that. Like, for example, the little cool carousel that you see that have all the DMC threads on, 1,000 Australian. No shoot. I didn't swear that, huh? Yeah, no lie, $1,000. Like, woo! Damn. Why? Doesn't look like I'm getting $1,000 worth of value, and that doesn't even have any DMC on. So I could store it in a cupboard, but it's not as pretty. And let's be honest, I'm going to raid the crap out of that. Definitely going to raid it. So, you know, I want to be able to just go, oh, you know, I need some 611. Boink! Done. So, you know, I'm looking at all, and that's another reason I'm hoping to do a separate storefront, because once I combine my Etsy fees and my PayPal fees together, personally, from my perspective, I feel that a skein is too expensive. So I want to reduce that so that you guys are getting the best price possible. I want to be competitive and awesome, so that's what I'm aiming for. Yeah, so I'm also looking at starting to do the occasional live feed on my group, so that folks can throw questions at me and that sort of thing, and I'll answer. So I'll just be sitting here just because I'm going to be working on my designs at the same time as being on live. I'm trying to multitask. Pretty good at multitasking. So yeah, did a complete office reshuffle. I threw a huge diva tantrum. I couldn't deal with the way it was organized, so I roped in hubby, who had a week off, and he helped me. And so I've now got new shelving for putting all my stuff on. I'll be getting more shelving because you can never have enough. I've got drawer systems in place now, and I've shifted where I do all my shipping so that that's in one spot, because previously where I made and where I shipped was one and the same. So if I was prepping, I couldn't make because I had all this stuff drying. Big pain in the bum. So it's more efficient now, and I can do all my shipping from here where I'm sitting, which is a lot easier, a bit more time efficient. Other than that, I feel like I'm running out of things to talk about. I'm sure I've got more to talk about. I mean, it's been months, literally. I've been doing a lot of gardening too, but I've had some health woes. I've had some cysts on my ovaries. For the record, that really hurts. That's a whole other world. And I'm starting to get more serious about my hip replacement. For those that don't know, I have severe hip dysplasia. It is developmental. I was born that way, didn't know it, was never picked up. And then I had kids, and it shoved all my hips and everything out. And I guess that just sped everything up, and it is exacerbated everything. So now I limp. I'm in a fair amount of pain all the time. So it's not a joy to have in any form of the word. So I need to have a hip replacement. Quick recovery time. I'm pretty impressed. They reckon, you know, the next day you'll be up on your feet, and then it's just a process of relearning to walk, getting, you know, the healing process and everything. It just means that I'm going to be agonizing, quite literally slow in order prep and all that sort of thing, because, you know, being the only person in a business, who else will do it for me when I'm down? So, you know, I'm going to keep going, but I'll be slow, and, you know, I've put it off for a long time. Surgery terrifies me. As a scientist, I should be able to accept that, understand how it all works, but I'm terrified. Absolutely terrified. So I've put it off for about at least 6 months now. I have put it off. I still haven't called up and made my follow-up appointment. Should probably get around to that so we can book it in. One of my very dear friends is getting married, and she chose me as a bridesmaid, and I was super excited. And then I was like, oh, but I'm not going to be all I can be on the day, and I'm not all I can be for my children either, because I can't run, I can't chase them. It's always a, oh yeah, let's have a wrestle, oh no, careful of mummy's hips, 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 hips. That's all I do. Be careful of mummy's hips, don't do this, oh, pulled my hip, oh, crack, yeah, there goes my hip, 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 hip. If I do this, it'll be like, woohoo! I'm not going to be climbing Mount Everest or anything, that would be silly. I'm not going to be running marathons. But I will be able to function more normally. I can chase my kids without being like crippled for a whole week and being in agony. Like right now I'm sitting with my legs crossed. That is a huge no-no for folks like myself. I'm just untwisting them now because it pulls my bad hip out, and then when I try and walk I'm like, oh, loosens up after a little bit. But yeah, so I want to be more agile, more mobile, that sort of thing. So that is going to happen soonish, I should hope, before I chicken out again because I'm scared. I don't know, I'm being silly. So yeah, that's a bit sad. So apart from that, everything's going really well. I've been doing all these really cool rainbow dragons, loving it, because I've just changed and learnt like a new technique for how I do what I do, so I'm having so much fun with that. So I actually have some setting at the moment, even though I'm going to throw the scales at the wall because I paid 30 bucks for them and they don't work right. Pissed off I am. Very pissed off. And I've sworn again. I can't help myself. It's just part of who I am. Fun fact though, did you know that people who swear more are apparently more honest? There you go. So yeah, everything else is pretty cruisy. Kids are back at school, super happy. Mum's super happy. She's got some time back to herself. I'm going to start dilly-dallying and blah-blahing because I want to get on to some design work, and it's already 10:22. So yeah, take it easy. I hope you're all having a great time wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to keep up to date on what's going on with Unconventional cross stitch and my little floss tubey world. Thanks for watching again. So take it easy guys. Bye.